Amber, I don't have coverage. What am I gonna do? I need Medicare.
Are you in her spot?
My name is Alejandra.
And my name is Amber.
And we are the founders of Legacy Ladies. And if you want the best advice in how to grow your legacy and protect it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell below so you can get notified when we post new videos. Ta-da!
Alright, so if you're in the situation that Alejandra had previously alluded to, you're going to need something called an SEP, or a special enrollment period. There are many of these, and what these are is you can switch your plans in the middle of the year outside of traditional enrollment periods because you fall under a certain situation, i.e. moving. We're from Washington. Washington is absolutely beautiful, but we have a lot of people who are eyeballing Arizona and Florida.
Or California, or I don't know, another state.
Or California. Usually somewhere warm and with a beach.
Yes.
We have a beach, but it is so cold. So we don't blame you. But in case you're looking at moving, an SEP for you is because you're moving and you're switching counties, and the plan that you have is not offered where you're moving. So don't worry, you're not stuck, you're not out of network. You have the ability to switch your plan within a certain time frame, so be on the lookout for that. So you can have good coverage where you're moving to. That's example number 1 of what an SEP is and how it could apply to you.
Another SEP is if you become low income. And why is this important? Because there's a lot of programs that could help you out there and that you need to be aware of this. And this opens another window for you to sign up for another program that might be best and more cheaper for your pocket.
When you have the status of low income or something like that, that means that you're working with Medicare and Medicaid, or Medi-Cal, wherever you're from, but it's the state aid. And so there are different plans that then become available to you and work with Medicare and the state to offer you the best thing possible. Another one is if, which we've ran into quite a bit this year, is if you were low income and someone passed, unfortunately, but you received an inheritance and you're no longer low income. You don't have access to those plans anymore because of your finances. They've changed. Yes. So that gives you another window to sign up for a different plan that's available in your area.
Correct.
Another SEP that there is, which is incredibly rare, but it's just an example, is if your plan just decides to completely quit and they're no longer available. So that allows you to get another plan. Don't worry, you're not going to be stuck without coverage.
It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. So yeah. It's just there to protect you.
I've never seen it, ever. But there's a huge, huge list of SEPs.
Yes. There's a whole book of them. Yeah. So, and we need to know them. So it is important for you to know that if you have any of these situations, or you are worrying about if you're going to have coverage because of this, or I'm not going to have coverage because of that, then call us. We can find out and figure out for you if you are going to or not.
Lastly, there's one other SEP that I actually think would be very helpful that is not known. If you are in an Advantage program, and it is your first year in an Advantage program, and you decide, I hate this, you are allowed one time to get out of your Advantage program and move over to a supplement, different type of plan, okay? And then in Washington State, specifically, there is one company that will allow you to use your first 2 years in an Advantage program. It doesn't matter if you elected an Advantage program first, and this is your first time in Medicare, it's just your first time in an Advantage program. So if you've had a supplement for years and you're like, I like that TV commercial, I'm going to try it. You can try it, that's perfectly fine. And if you get into it and you find out you don't like it, it is still your first year in an Advantage program and you can switch. And so again, this is just Washington State specific, so every state's going to be different on that enrollment period. Yes. But that is also a really, really helpful one because a lot of people are afraid to leave a supplement and try out an Advantage program and they think that they're stuck. You're never going to be stuck, okay? There's always a window for you to get out. It just depends on how long you gotta wait for that window. And then also, we use these SEPs to help people out in case they're in some pretty bad situations.
a lot of people think that actually what Amber just said, that they are not going to be able to move. If I choose an Advantage plan, I'm going to be stuck and I'm not going to be able to have more coverage or better coverage. That's not true. There's always something that we can do that will make you move. Sometimes we will have to maybe wait a little bit, but you're never stuck for any situation. There are even SEPs for chronic or chronic illnesses. Yeah. So you're never stuck.
So if you have questions and if you fall into these categories and you're worried and you just kind of need to make a move and you want to ask somebody about it, leave them in the comment section down below, or get a hold of us if you don't want to leave your personal information in the context section or the messaging section.
Yes.
Gosh, that name just went right out my head. Either way, if you have questions, let us know and we'll get to them, okay?
And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. And just don't forget to protect yourself and protect your legacy. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.